Alright everyone, welcome back to more Randomizer Classic. Alrighty, just gonna pick a few more levels to clean out, basically. That's kind of all I'm doing right now, is just the next few parts is literally just cleaning out levels. Rip through the whole lines of enemies. Okay, so we're just gonna pretty much pick a random set of levels to just wipe out. Got plenty of hearts already, so not any concern at all. Might as well just throw 5 hearts away. Too lazy to work all the way around the level. But this level actually does, the map actually does kind of loop back on itself. I don't remember the default item in this place. I won't even say it's a ladder, but I'll have to look that one up. Again, plenty of ways to save keys in this quest. You know, plenty of ways to get around. Assuming you have your basic accessory items, ladders, feathers, those types of items. You pretty much can make all sorts of shortcuts. So even the 5 heart penalty, I mean, it's not that hard to get back all your life, especially if you have high level heart rings. But again, a lot of the enemies here just drop plenty of hearts for you. Well, that was easy. Not surprising you don't really get anything that good for it. Just more bombs. Well, at least I can buy plenty of super bombs. So unless I find a bigger wallet, hold more cash. Now, see, that's a pretty vague clue where to search. And you note that you got around the lock. Save a key. Okay, so if you go into the middle of the jar, and you find another item in this little chamber, and it's a useless 4-way ladder. I have to look that up again. I think the default item is a ladder, but I'll have to look it up. Again, not that a 4-way ladder helps me because I have a feather, which basically trumps any ladder. It's like I'm not even trying at this point. It's way too overpowered right now. Because you got, you know, front-loaded all... Ooh, Fire Boomerang. And front-loaded all your upgrades early. You know, Fire Boomerang, I mean, that's a... That just adds more insult to injury. Fire Boomerang is a huge upgrade over the Magic Boomerang. The Magic Boomerang kind of sucks. Whereas the Fire Boomerang is far from that. Because one, it actually does damage. Rather than just stunning the enemy, it damages, you know, most of the basic enemies. And all the, pretty much almost all the stronger enemies will stun. And pretty much almost every enemy. Also stuns bubbles, so that's kind of a nice little bonus. I mean, this level was easy before, and now it's pretty much, again, it's pretty much a joke at this point. Magic ring. Well, at least I have some stuff that takes up magic, so you know, might be able to put that to some use. Although here, I think magic rings recover. Well, it takes I think twice as long as with the heart ring. So right now it's probably like 30 seconds per every bit of magic. But then again, you're not really using magic that much in this. You know, in Randomizer anyway, you're mostly using like, you know, any number of items and stuff, which most of them don't even use magic anyway. Again, the nice thing is that the Boomerang stuns bubbles, so it kind of buys you time in case they're kind of annoying you. Otherwise, this level's, you know, pretty linear. Assuming you're going for all the items, because, you know, you could shortcut here, but, of course, I'm not going to do that. Pretty much never a bad idea to always have, you know, enemy bait with you. You know, because if you don't need it, you don't need it, that's fine. You don't want to get caught with, in a spot that, oh, I need to have enemy bait, you don't have any. Not that it's that expensive anyway. Might as well just get rid of all the Dig Doggers, just because I can. Now, the Super Quick is an interesting item. So, you know, luckily I have a doorway I can spam in. Because, I mean, with how frequently these statues fire fireballs at you, there's no way you could charge that up. You have to, you're basically standing there for a few seconds. But you notice with that Super Quick how long the dongles are stunned, and I think, and I'm wondering if, you know, if they're close, if they're right next to you, you stun them longer. But it's probably at least 5 seconds, so it's, you know, definitely long enough for me to get in there with the sword. Ooh, giant wallet, alright. I don't have to worry about money for a good while. Got the fat wallet. Up to 999 rupee capacity now. So that should last a good while. Hopefully I can find some wealth medals to save some money when I'm buying stuff. This one you probably couldn't use your Quake Hammer because you're not going to get enough time to charge it. Some of these rooms you have, if you don't have an amulet, the keys in that last room would have been invisible. Luckily, you really don't get like whole levels of invisible enemies or anything like that. It's usually just minor enemies if they're invisible. So usually you don't have to worry too much. And if you light up the room, you actually can still kind of see them. They're actually not that hard to see. Well, now that I can hold plenty of cash, I don't really have to buy anything yet. Just have to go buy some more enemy bait after this. Oh, silver arrow! Alright. No complaints on upgrading the arrows there. So here's where, again, Super Quake will be kind of handy for this. See, I didn't even get the one on the opposite end of the room, so they're probably stunned for a good while. It's probably like at least 5 seconds. Clear out the whole room instead of just laying bombs. And nope, just Triforce. Alright, there's actually something right here. This is actually where you find 3-8, and you know what, I'm just gonna go into it. I pretty much can select whatever level I want to go into now, because I have all the shortcut means as well. Again, completely overpowered right now. Well, I don't have a mirror shield yet, but we'll make do with the pseudo mirror shield. Because Fire Boomerang, not in every quest, it depends how it's programmed, but in this one, for example, it has the ability to reflect projectiles in almost any projectile. So, you know, you have your... You know, the mirror shield can reflect Wand Blast. But this can actually deflect swords on top of it. So you can get some interesting combinations, and alright, a money coin. So you get interesting combinations with the with this boomerang. So I got a green wealth medal, so that's a 25% off retail prices. I love reflecting stuff with the boomerang. It's actually fun to do. really fun to do that. And again, thank goodness for that whispering I have. And just take out that Goma for later, because you're gonna actually approach this room from the top. After you do it enough, you actually get pretty good at tossing your boomerang to hit the blast. It's actually not that easy to do, because you actually have to hit the blast directly. So you can't use like half tiles or anything like that. Because the mirror shield can do that. You can stand on like a half tile and still, you know, reflect a shot. The boomerang, you gotta hit it head on. And since I'm gonna go explore every room, I have to go to these dead ends as well. Again, the feather is pretty nice because you have alternate ways to get back to kind of shortcut around a little bit. So, you know, it looks like bubbles stop respawn. I don't think traps do. The problem with the boomerang is that it can't reflect multiple blasts. I mean, it's just... there's a limit on how fast you can fire this thing. And, nope, there's another heart container. Nothing out of the ordinary there. But yeah, with the boomerang, you could probably reflect about every other Wizrobe blast. So, if you're getting bombarded with, you know, Wizrobe blast, you're not gonna be able to block all that. Maybe better just to, you know, just gotta move out of the way, get to safety, because you can't block all that. Kinda good for like solo targets, or if you want to get like quick ambushes and stuff. You know, sometimes when you have Mirror Shield, it takes time for the projectile to go back to the enemy. But here you can, you know, you have a boomerang that's like waiting to reflect. You know, catch them before they try to, you know, say teleport away. And Mirror Shield, alright, well, that solves all my reflecting problems. So now I got the true Mirror Shield. So I don't have to worry about Wizrobe spammage anymore because I can reflect all their blast back at will. You know, versus the boomerang, which is kind of limited. Luckily this level isn't too big, pretty easy to finish. Okay, and in here we have a kind of an upgraded Gleeok, although it's kind of odd because if you look at how it's firing, it's like missing all the time. So I don't know if it was just kind of maybe programmed incorrectly. But the shots don't seem to reach this very corner I'm sitting in. So I can just kind of use this as a base and snipe away. Made that look easy. And nope, just more arrows. We got some good stuff, and no, we're kind of back to the half crappy stuff with more arrows. Again, luckily money is pretty much not going to be an issue for a while. Kind of odd with that four-way ladder. It gets really wonky with the controls. Especially when you can go 8 directions. Sometimes the ladder doesn't really work correctly. Pretty much gonna keep just scouting. Scouting more of the map while I'm at it. Yeah, so you can actually reflect fireballs as well, so that's kind of with Mirror Shield. Again, the fire booming actually can deflect them as well, but it's a little trickier to time. You can't deflect Octorok rocks. You actually it just kind of bounces off. So not that big a deal anyway. So, but yeah, you can't reflect the rocks. You can block them, but you can't bounce them back. Not that it would do much damage anyway. I'm just kind of filling up the map right now. In the modern version, it's actually a little easier to do this because a lot of the rupee things are replaced with basically expansions and stuff. I need a meat, right? Yeah. Get some more meat. Well, not that everything is 25% off. A little bit cheaper to get that. And 5.5 is actually in this corner, so I actually might as well take it out because I can actually utilize that meat and get a little more money used up. And luckily the shop with the meat is like literally right next, nearby. It's like one screen to the right, essentially. Just have to go around a little bit. Again, Super Quake is actually very nice to use. Because it stuns the dongles for much longer than like an instant. It's actually several seconds. And usually enough time for you to get in there and hit them with your sword. Whereas the regular Quake Hammer, you pretty much have to be next to them, because if you're too far, well, you probably won't even hit in the first place, because the Earthquake doesn't really go that far. And even if you're right next to them, you're probably going to stun them for maybe a second at the most or something. Maybe a couple seconds if you're lucky. Again, super quick stuns the whole screen. You know, it reaches the entire room, so you get a good amount of time of paralysis essentially. And it probably works against a number of enemies, so you might actually try it out in some other rooms. Now, having the feather or flippers really lets you take some shortcuts in this place. So this like stuns everything, including bubbles. And probably the ones that recover the fastest are the ones like on the opposite corner of the room. So basically, the closer you are, the longer you're stunned, I would think. Not that I really need to stun these types of enemies. Wipe them out with one shot anyway. And, this one is Crossbeam. So basically lets you fire in assuming you can fire sword beams, you fire in 4 directions. Really don't find it that useful, because honestly you gotta pretty much be in the center of the room for it to even be worth using. Or at least the Hurricane Spin's a little more useful because you just have to be nearby for it to really work. You know, you just move around, using your spin attack. Honestly, I shouldn't even be worried about taking damage at this point because, in Gold Ring, you're basically taking no damage anyway, and then, Blue Heart Ring is, like, probably gonna recover off the damage, well before anything happens. Yeah, I just let it take me back to the start, because actually I need to explore the left side of this place. See, this boomerang's really nifty because the mirror shield cannot reflect swords. It'll just block them, but it won't reflect them. Whereas the boomerang, again, it's kind of hard to time, but once you kind of learn how to do it, you can actually throw swords back at them. Thank goodness I found that giant wallet. Oh, another magic jar right here. Yeah, but yeah, thank goodness I found that giant wallet, because I'm getting tons of money right now. Otherwise I would have had to buy some super bombs to, use up some of that money. easy to get confused on the money, especially the green rupees, because if you play modern, those greens are 1. The greens are 1s, but here, again, the greens are 10s in the classic version. So remember, green is the highest level, you know, of whatever. For most items. In this case, say your fire boomerang, that's the most powerful you get. So it's not like a green boomerang or anything. Again, you'll be fighting a lot of big doctors in this quest. Hopefully you find the flute kind of early so it'll make your life a little bit easier. Alright, oh, blue money coin, alright. Take blue money coin. So everything is 50% off. 50% off retail price. Really expensive. And it doesn't look that expensive anymore. And you might buy some super bombs just to empty the wallet a little bit. That's good enough. Not gonna fill up the wallet anytime soon. You know, even though I'm probably never gonna need to use this, but might as well, just to be complete. Just buy a red potion for 34 rupees. Alright, so after cleaning out a few more levels, we'll take a break, and next part we will see what other levels we can then basically take out. Alright, see you guys later.